Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach,
And I'm Pepper.
and today we're back with another episode of Take My Money, where we take a look at several, I was going to say game found, but it's all Kickstarter Day, crowdfunding
Yep.
projects that are going on. And today we're taking a look at 5 different ones. They are all Kickstarter this week, this time that we do this. But yeah, we're gonna take a look and just see what our thoughts are, if we would have any plans of backing these or not. But yeah, just
Yeah.
gonna kind of go through the pages, see
The
what they look like.
first one we have here is just under 1 million right now. They have 3 more days to go. So this is the ending the soonest of these 5. And that is Fractured Sky. Which just from the look of it is a very colorful game, very good looking game. Looks like it's got some minis as well. But yeah, 8,000 backers. This one is pretty popular.
It's
Uh,
doing pretty well. I think it's
it's from
by Ivy Studios,
yep.
who I think did Moonrakers and Mythic Mischief, which
Yep.
I guess I'm not sure if those have delivered yet or not, but well, I think Moonrakers has. I think Mythic Mischief was their most recent one, but I think that was on GameFound. So
Yep.
interesting that this is back on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely an interesting looking game. It's got a lot of components. I feel like this is one that I've seen a lot of ads for,
Yep.
between Facebook and then I think even YouTube has kind of had some short videos and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Because I think it probably knows I watch some board game content, so it's thinking, uh, it can maybe get me to buy this. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think there's been a lot of talk by some different
Yep.
reviewers and stuff that I watch on these ones.
A lot
So
of
yeah, it
takes
looks like a lot.
here. Um, but yeah, so gameplay, it looks like they have little points here. The thrill of hidden information. So I don't know if we're biggest fans of hidden information or bidding games, which I think the combat here, kind of combat, is somewhat bidding, which I think we enjoy, but we actually don't have that many that we play that often.
Yeah, I mean, in Five Tribes, there's some.
Oh, that's true.
I guess that's not blind bidding though. Yeah, I'm trying to think. The closest thing I could think of when I was looking at this was Lockup, where
Oh,
there's
yeah.
some blind information, but uh, then some not blind as
Yep.
well. Kind of a mixture of both types. Whereas this one, yeah, it looked like it was all blind, except I believe some of the ones you can use, so like that 10, and I
Yeah.
think either the 1 or 0 or something, kind of
Yep.
have a ring on them that indicate that it's one or the other. So you know that well, they either played that or played the other one. And I think in total you can have a combination of like a total 10 or something.
Yeah. Yep.
I think you're kind of trying to win the locations for resources and kind
Yep.
of those end game points and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
kind of a
Yep.
racing game too. It looked
Yeah.
like so.
Yeah. I think like these are the different locations that you go to be able to get like those victory points for the end game. Um, but yeah, looks like they have some cool cards here. Cool pieces there. Lots of cool bits. It's very tempting for me.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I just don't know if that's our type of game. Don't
Hmm.
have slight area control. I don't know if that's really something that I think you like area control probably the most of us, I would say.
Hmm. I
But
would
I
agree.
don't
So
know
yeah,
if
I don't know that Michaela likes area
yeah,
control that much either. Um, but I think in this one, I could see it not being.
yeah, it's not
Um, it's not
it's not
quite
too
as
bad.
much,
It's not
you
too
know.
bad.
Yeah, I think the production quality on this one is pretty top tier. Uh, I think the retail version is going to be cardboard and stuff, so
Yep.
definitely not as fun as all of this is looking, with
Yeah.
all these plastic pieces and stuff. So they're kind of a lot of what they're showing here is a lot of the
Yeah.
I think well maybe it's a combination. You got deluxe and you got super deluxe
Yes. So
versions.
Yeah, so yeah, retail, which is $49, so pretty good price there.
Mhm.
I would think. Even already the artwork looks great, and I'm not sure exactly
Right.
what is in those. So yeah, it looks like deluxe upgrades. These Starfalls. Um,
Then they become the magnetic ships.
Yep, magnetic.
So yeah, then the chips kind of combined with
yeah,
the ships, versus I think otherwise you do a token and flip it upside down, and
yep.
not nearly as fun.
Yeah, so yeah, it's $49, or else deluxe would bump that up quite a bit to 129
Mhm.
bucks. And then
I'm
if you
trying to
want
remember how many. Do you remember how many pieces they said it was? How many plastic pieces? 176.
176 miniatures.
So
Yep.
it is a lot of stuff,
Yep.
for sure, that you're getting with the
Yeah.
deluxe. But then you can get super deluxe, which I think has kind of all that stuff
179. Oh boy.
Yeah, plus miniatures are painted, and then you get
Yeah.
foil cards, I think, in a foil box or something.
Yep.
Which I don't know so much if I would. I think if I were to get this one, I'd probably get the deluxe versus retail, and
Yeah.
I think this is one that I probably wouldn't go to that next level.
Yeah.
I think the
Probably
deluxe would be
not.
enough
I'd
for me.
probably sit at deluxe. But yeah, it's just a bit too much. It was maybe 100 flat, then
Yeah, because
could
I'm guessing
maybe
I
go
don't
for this
remember.
one.
Yeah, the shipping's probably. I would guess
Yeah,
another 20.
shipping
I
would
would
be
guess.
just a lot.
I
So
don't
many
remember.
pictures.
There's a lot of pictures.
Factions, components. Yeah, there's regular components, deluxe, super deluxe. Get some add-ons, of course. Coin capsules for your cardboard tokens. They're just telling you should have upgraded. Here, they're going to wear out. Get some capsules. So they're looking to deliver January 2024, which is a big project. So
Pretty big turnaround, or pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah. And shipping looks like US 16.
For the lower 48.
Yep.
So 16, about 20. So then it gets to be 100, almost $150.
Yeah.
Which is a little steep for. I don't know. I can't tell what are they doing deals with McDonald's and.
Yeah, that's what I wonder.
I can't remember. Is Ivy Studios? I think they do
JJ
something
Abrams.
else too. Ivy Studios.
Oh, yep.
Animation studio. Yeah. So the kind of board games is I think a side thing for them, or another piece of their business. So pretty cool. I mean, I think if this one looks good to you, I would probably get the deluxe version. Otherwise, I guess I don't know about their other games, how easy they are to get now in retail after the fact. But I would think a thing like this, would it have 8,000 backers? I would assume they're probably going to have some retail copies after the fact at some point. So if you're going to do retail, you can probably just wait, and I would think you could probably get a pretty similar price.
I would think.
And then maybe you can see a few reviews and see if people really like it. But if you wanted to get it for sure, probably back it here, especially if you want the deluxe or super deluxe.
Yeah, true. So I'd like to try it sometime, maybe at some convention or someplace, but probably not going to be adding it to the collection just yet. On to a simpler game. Quite a bit simpler game.
It is simpler. But you still got things flying around.
Yes.
And it looks like butterflies or dragonflies or birds. I got Flutter. And this looks kind of like is it mainly a tile laying game with kind of some pattern building?
Yes.
The main piece.
This one has funded quite a bit. 836 backers, 41,000. So they are doing well.
Looks like a relatively simple production. So I mean, it's not trying to do too much, but at the same time, it still looks like a solid production.
Yeah, and I saw this kind of like a little Lazy Susan, similar to Planet Unknown, which is one of the best most useful gimmicks in our entire collection, I would say.
Mhm.
It's almost not even a gimmick. It's very much needed.
It is to make that game really
So
shine.
that had me interested here when I saw that. I'm like, oh, nice. I don't know if
But
it's
is
as
it?
needed here.
But is it really I guess I saw it spinning and thought it was a lazy Susan, but I'm wondering, is it actually lazy Susan or is it actually just for storage?
I guess it's probably just for storage, but
And they're just spinning it around and they're like, Planet Unknown, people, look what
we'll
we
get
got.
people to buy this. They'll be
But
like,
yeah,
oh, that's great.
looks like a good storage
We
solution.
could get a metal sun token here.
Get the metal sun.
Pretty good. But yeah, you're going to be placing these tiles out and trying to match these petals in the corners here, paying the petals that you don't match, gaining the petals that you do match, and I think paying whatever's in the center of the tiles that you completely surround to get point tokens, pretty much. So pretty simple, straightforward game, it seems like. Looks like pretty nice artwork, and I think this has, you can upgrade it to get additional. I don't know if this is always upgraded currently, not sure. But yeah, you can get a wood edition, which I think would have to be the way to go with this. It is kind of a simpler game, just to give it that flavor. I would probably do that. And that is going to be a difference of, there's 29 bucks for the basic, and then the wood edition is 54 bucks. So
about 25 more.
Yeah, yep. Which I think would be worth it.
But yeah, I would agree. I think it looks like a fun game, but it might be just a little too. I don't know about simple, but like it feels like a game that I would enjoy playing a couple times, but after that, I don't know if it's one I'd want to keep coming back to necessarily.
Yeah,
But
I
just kind
don't
of a
know.
fun little pattern thing, and if I wanted to have a game to play with, maybe introduce people to kind of more modern board games, I think this one would be perfect for that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't know if it has that it factor to put it apart from all the other kind of pattern building tile placement games that are out there. So, well, like you said, this would be a great one in that situation. Not sure if we would need another one in our collection, but I mean, I again would really love to try it. But yeah, shipping, it's like $15 and up, depending where you are. Unless you're in China, $9. That's not bad, not bad. But yeah, another nice looking game, doing well. Estimated delivery for December 2023, which it's a smaller project with some nice components, but I think they should be able to get that, but that's actually not that far off. But.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming up here now, but I would think, I guess, do they have previous? I created 4.
Yep.
So yeah, if they've done it before, then I mean, you kind of know some of I don't know, the shipping and logistics part of it, which I think is going to be the biggest pain versus like here, like you said, I think there's enough, it's simple enough that I don't think it should have a insanely long production time, and currently under 1,000 backers, so but it's close. So yeah, I think that should still be manageable. Because I don't that I from what I think about this or understand about this, I don't think there'd be any additional like development or anything that they're doing on it.
No.
I would assume it's probably already done. Whereas some of these games that are taking a year and a half past the Kickstarter launch or what finish, it's like, well, we got most of it done, but we still got to do some final touches. So I would assume this one's probably done.
Yep. Yeah, I would think so. On to another bigger one.
About 3,000 backers.
Table hog of a game. Almost 3,000 backers. Quite a few, over $200,000. So definitely funded in 17 minutes, which the 18,000 goal is pretty good, I would say.
Hmm. I
Although
can't remember.
I'm
Was this by a company that's done other ones before?
first created for
Okay.
Grey
So
Ridge
yeah, that
Games.
is pretty good.
Yeah,
First time. Uh,
Weirdwood Manor. Do you like that
I'm not sold on the name.
name?
I'm not sold on it. I like the word manor, but I
Yeah,
don't know what I think of weird.
yeah.
What is it? Weird word? Weird wood?
Weirdwood Manor. Yeah,
Yeah, you could tell just by my uh, ability to pronounce that it's
yeah.
probably not my favorite
You
title.
need like a simpler word, like
Yeah,
Dice Manor. That's a game. I feel like that's a little more uh, fitting to
funny. I
your
don't know that I
style.
love Dice Manor either.
Okay, well, you're impossible to
Need like
please.
Crimson Manor.
Ooh, someone design it. But yeah, this is a cooperative game, high variability and replayability. And this one actually looked like it had a lot more going on. Like when you hear cooperative, I usually think of Pandemics, Atlantis Rising, approachable games. This one looked a little more complex, a little more to grasp. And part of that, let's see if we can get, yes, is these rotating parts of the board as you take actions, you're spending time, which is rotating that and granting you access to new rooms, blocking you off to others. And it's a dual layered board, so that's very cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just felt like that was quite a bit a step up in complexity, or actually trying to be able to grasp what you're going to do on your turn. I'm not sure exactly how hard it will be to figure
Mhm.
these things out on the board because it looks like there's a lot out there. But if it could kind of hit that right level of things moving around without being complete chaos,
Mhm.
I think that could be really, really
Yeah, there's a lot of this that looks cool. I think when I first saw this one, I don't remember it. It was someone was doing reviews of it. Now I don't remember who. And I listened to that a little bit, and I believe that I believe it was this one that they said felt a little clunky in places. Um, and I think that would be a worry, kind of like you said, where does it actually feel clean, like, or
cool. Yeah.
are there going to be times where it's kind of like okay, how does this work? And this time wheels moving in this. Um, I could see that potentially being a problem.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it definitely looks interesting. So I'd definitely be up for playing this one. But yeah, I kind of interesting that it's also cooperative. I don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what I think about that.
Interesting.
Uh,
Because yeah, it all looks good. Like upgrading your characters, looks
mhm,
cool. Looks like you have a lot of text on your special abilities, which again kind of goes towards that. Maybe it's just a little too much dice
mhm,
combat, a ton of dice. We got some unique baddies, with special abilities, which I always like when kind of like Marvel United. Each villain kind of has their own win condition, and I'm sure
mhm.
a bunch of other games have done that as well. But yeah, standard. Okay, I thought I saw $20 for standard edition. Not quite.
I'll
Uh,
get. I guess we will back it. 20 is
six.
probably worth it.
Yeah, $60 for standard edition. I assumed needed to play the game. So you've got all the components that you need to play the game in the standard edition. I think that's always a good thing to be able to play the game.
Yeah, you got to have this $10 add-on to actually get the components you'd actually need to play. If you're gonna do that, cheapy.
Looks like it comes with a mini expansion and your name in the rule book,
Hmm.
and all unlocked stretch goals. Of course, you can upgrade it for another $25. Get some upgraded components or wooden components with printing, some scarabs. Not sure if those are wooden or plastic or something.
Yeah, they look kind of interesting.
Better standees and early bird all gone. No need to look at that. Could have gotten your name on the bottom of the board. Boy.
Dang it.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm
Mhm.
probably the most interested in this one so far of the 3 that we've covered. But yeah, so the pledges are going to be, should look at the price. Oh yeah, we looked at it, 60.85, which is not that bad of a price, I don't think. Because it looks like there's quite a bit in it, and still be under $100. Of course, you have to think about shipping. Which we will see what that is. Not the cheapest shipping, so for us, it'd be $20 additional, which would bring it up to $100.
Yeah, which is usually, it seems like Deluxe are always that. Yeah, I would say, I don't know. There's something about the board that almost looks kind of busy to me as well. I don't know that I love don't know that the artwork is my favorite in general. But then, just something about the look that doesn't fully bring me in. But I do like the element of time and stuff, and that being a cooperative thing. So I think I'd still be interested in playing it, but not sure overall that it's my favorite look to a game.
Yeah, I like the look. I think the board's quite interesting. Also busy, like you said, but I do like how it looks. So yeah, another one, probably not going to back, but hopefully get to play it at some point. I think it's probably good. Maybe the highest ceiling of me if it does actually come together. So we'll see. This one, 467 backers. This is a name for you.
Is it back-to-back videos of these that have had Forge in the title, or was that 2 videos ago?
I forget.
Was it just called Forge?
I think it was just called Forge. Yeah.
Forge is of Ravenshire.
Of Ravenshire, which I feel like the Ravenshire, they might be trying a little too hard with this.
They might be trying too hard to get my business.
Yes.
I like how they funded in 6.2516 hours. There we go.
Did not see that. That is pretty great. Any later at all.
2 weeks to go. But yeah, this one probably, if I had to pick a brand new game to me, this one's probably the one I'd be most likely to be a hit with me, I think. Not necessarily that it's going to do anything different for me, but I think it just, in general, looks like it lends itself to something that I would tend to like. Where you
feels like this one of the safer picks, along with Flutter. You kind of know what you're getting, and it does feel like familiar.
Right, because it looks like kind of a dice placement, worker placement type thing, and then you're managing some resources in order to fulfill some contracts. Pretty
upgrading all those stuff. Good things.
Right.
But yeah, it looked like this had kind of the Raiders of the North Sea place down pickup mechanism, which had me interested. I don't know if that's on your turn to place and pick up, or maybe those are just 2 different options, but I just like that dynamic in a game where it's not just set out there and done.
I guess I did not see that. I saw something about bringing it back to get resources, but I guess I wasn't sure. I guess I didn't look close enough to see how that happened, but that also made me think a little bit of Coimbra. One that I really like as well. So maybe if this is like Raiders and Coimbra, it might be a top 50.
Yeah. it might be his favorite game of all time.
It could be. Now I might have to get a closer look at this one.
Fulfillment I don't know if I like costing 17 of a resource.
Sometimes it just costs 17 anvils.
That's quite a lot of work. Look at these. Or maybe those are just points. Yeah, it costs. Oh my goodness, these are expensive. But yeah, I like the animals throughout. Kind of a lot of games do that, but I enjoy it pretty much every time. You can have these characters not be human, but be like little woodland creatures. always an upgrade. But yeah, a lot of components.
Yeah, I would say the components probably are not my favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
Seeing
I don't know if the dice really mesh with the rest. Maybe they do. Maybe I just have to actually see it in person. But then, like, the resources, looks like a lot of them were like images on
mm,
the cardboard and the wooden ones. I think you get upgraded wooden ones,
oh yeah.
kind of the same thing. And I was like, I think I like more. Uh,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if you call it realistic, more
Yeah.
wooden pieces that actually just kind of look like the thing they're
Yeah.
supposed to present versus having a picture of it.
Yeah, yeah, just actually be the object pretty much. Yeah, I would probably prefer that as well. Yeah, so
The coins might be nice.
yeah. Oh, coins are always nice. Almost. I have yet to run into metal
Bad
coins that I
coins.
didn't like. So yeah, the base game is gonna be $60, which is pretty good. I would think probably what we'd go with, maybe the metal coins could actually that's an add-on, so we don't even need to go with Deluxe to get that.
Well, the deluxe gives you the metal
Or
coins and the wooden
includes it.
resources. So if you're gonna get them, then you'd be at
That's true. That
85. So
won't
then
be
it's whether or
a
not the
yeah,
wooden resources are worth uh, an extra what, 14.
$9 or whatever.
Yeah. But then I saw something cool. Go down a little bit. I don't know that it really matters. A
Cult
little
of the
more.
Deep game. The
Yep,
Cthulhu
Cult of the
game.
Deep. No, right here. For
Oh
every
yeah.
$100 or 100 backers, 20 cents off US, $20 off of shipping, up to a max of $10. I thought that
20.
was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It obviously doesn't amount. It hasn't amounted to that much,
Yeah.
80
80
cents. But
cents. But that is.
it's an interesting idea,
Yeah.
and I don't know if they, intentionally maybe started the shipping price maybe higher than, but it just feels like you're working towards something then
Yeah.
as you're getting backers, even
Yeah.
if in the end of things maybe it
Yeah.
doesn't really have an impact. But it's just a cool kind
Yeah. I
of thing,
saw
I
that.
think.
It was a pretty cool thing. Um, they had to max it out at 10. They're like, okay, we don't want this to take off too much to be paying it all ourselves. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I have not seen that before ever,
Yeah.
or really anything like it.
Yeah, I don't
So
think I've seen that before. I'm sure it's probably
cool
been
idea.
done, but
Appreciate it. They have 3 created. I wonder if they've done that in any of their others.
I guess I'm not sure.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm more look at that face right there. And every time I see that, it just makes me want to get the game a little more.
I kind of wish that was on the cover versus the one that is on the
Look at
cover.
his face there. It's serious, tongue sticking out, tooth.
It's weird. Well, you were, and now I don't remember who was talking. Everyone's gonna have to go look at our last video, even though all those projects are probably, I would assume, are done now. Have to
Yeah.
go look. One of us said we didn't like the Forge cover as much, and one of us was fine with it. I don't remember. It might
Yeah.
have been me that was fine. I don't know. I
I
don't
think
remember what it was.
you liked it more than me. Yeah.
I guess I was wrong. This is better. They should have
This
had
is
this on the cover. They were going to use this. Then they saw this was coming out and they'd already declared that that's what they were going to do. So they're like, shoot. Use the backup.
I'm sure that's what happened. Yes.
It's exactly what happened. They both hired the same artist. And he's like, okay.
Oh my goodness, what's the get there? Little nail. Great. So it sounds like you might be getting convinced to get this one.
I'm more convinced than I was at the start of looking at this.
I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain if it showed up.
Okay.
And on to the last one for today, and that is not a new game to us. One that we already own and have played quite a bit, but it is a deluxe master set of Teotihuacan, City of Gods.
Yes.
Oh, I got that half right.
And it is a top, as it says there, rated top 100 on Board Game Geek.
Yes. I had to get this
new
out
art,
while it was,
new expansion, new standalone.
Ooh.
All right, what was that?
I had to get it out while it was in the top 100.
That's true. I guess I don't know if currently it's kind of rising or falling or it's been staying stable. But I think it's kind of outside of Zulkin, probably the favorite of the T games, T series
Yep.
of games from Board and Dice.
Yeah, I
Uh,
would say so.
which when when we first played it, I was kind of like, wow, I'm kind of surprised that this is so popular. Not that it
Yeah.
wasn't good, it just was, I don't know, probably I don't know, a little more complicated or heavy than I would have thought it would maybe be.
Yeah.
Um, not to say it isn't. Not to say now I played it and it is not even complicated at all. There's definitely a lot of thinking in it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, as we, I think every time I play it, I enjoy it more and more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
I would
still don't
agree.
know if I'm to the point where I would want a kind of deluxeified version
Yeah.
of it necessarily.
Well, you're
So
wrong
I think it's
because
all pretty quality.
yeah, 3,264 people who disagree with you.
They
They
do,
want this
and they've
upgrade
got a lot of
version.
money.
Yes, $446,000. So nearly $500,000, which is
Mhm,
quite a bit for like kind of. It's not like big miniatures game.
mhm.
So still, but I guess you don't really have to be that to get it. It is a pretty
That
popular
is a good
game, like
point.
you said.
Mhm,
But yeah, it looks like upgraded resources, which look very nice.
mhm.
Screen
Screen
printing
printed maples,
all over, custom dice, which I like,
wooden dice.
wooden dice, which
What do you think though of the custom nature of them? What do you think of those symbols on there? It's
just
symbols
that
they
one
chose.
symbol on there
I
for like
think
one.
if you go down, I think well, eventually, I think one of the things that can be unlocked is that they're different for each player.
Oh, different.
Um,
Hmm,
but yeah, I
interesting.
think they kind of are all skulls or whatever that's supposed to be, but they're all. I think they.
Yeah,
I don't remember if it is unlocked yet or if it was one of the next ones. But yeah, I think
400,
initially here it showed all the same.
450 plus custom wooden components with heat print. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, everyone got their board now with where you can keep your resources instead of. That's one thing that I remember when playing the first time. It's like, oh, there's no player board for a game with. Not that we need more of a table presence. So pretty
Hmm.
huge game board. But I was surprised that there wasn't actually a player board. But now we will have player boards around the already gigantic board.
Then you got the double-sided
Art,
board. That gigantic
yes,
board you were talking about, Pepper, got artwork on
yes,
both sides.
and more options. You got the bags for all these different components, which everything will be upgraded to wood. All these cardboard piles,
Mm,
wooden components getting screen printing, of course. More alternative art for all these locations. More wooden components. I like these little shacks now that they got the
mhm.
printing on there. More
I do
double-sided
like that.
alternate art. An insert. Work in
That's in
progress.
progress.
Yes.
And I think it's got like all the expansions, all the content that they've had before,
Yeah.
kind of all in one box. Yeah, I think the tough part about this, we haven't gotten any expansions for it. I don't
Yeah.
know if I don't know if I need any expansions for it. I guess I don't
Yeah.
know really what all the expansions do, but I would say the base game already packs quite the punch. And I think
Yeah.
the tough sell for me is that pretty sure you can get like the base game right now for like pretty cheap. Like thought I got ours for like $35.
Yeah.
Um, and that was probably what a year or two ago now. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
you probably still get that. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it was more than that, but I thought it was like that, which I think for what's in the box is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. For
So
sure. It already has pretty good components.
mhm. Yeah, obviously this is, I think for people
Yeah.
that really enjoy the game and just want an upgraded experience. So I think
Yeah.
if you're a big fan of Teotihuacan, this stuff all looks really good. Uh, always like when it's wooden pieces versus cardboard. It's always
Mhm.
fun. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
It looks like you can get just a box of holding. So just the box if you already have your stuff. Just want to throw it in there. You just get that for about $20, so almost that price you were saying for what you were able to get ours for. Yeah, Deluxe pledge 119 euros, so a little more than that, maybe 130 about. So we'll be here, get some play mats.
Yeah, you get all the play mats.
More
all
play
the different
mats. And the Deluxe beauty pack. So upgrading your copy would be $77, which that's a lot of components there. So I think pretty much everything.
And you get the
in
big
game.
box, I think.
Oh, yep. So that's pretty good, I would say. And then just a whole new game with everything, or at least the Deluxe set would be $132. An all-in pledge with absolutely everything.
With the mats and everything.
Nearly
I don't know that I would do.
$200.
Let us know in the comments below. Do you like mats in games? I don't know. The only mats we have, I believe, are the wingspan mats, and now they fit in the nesting box.
Yes.
But until they did, they were kind of a pain, storage-wise. So, let us know in the comments below if you usually like mats in your games, because if they don't fit in the box, I don't know. They're just, I think they're kind of a pain. But
yeah, especially if it's adding a mat where there wasn't one before, where there wasn't a cardboard board, then it could be useful, possibly.
Right.
But if it's just replacing a piece of cardboard, you're not going to be able to store the mat in the box usually, and you're going to have to find somewhere to put the cardboard board that you're replacing.
Right here.
You usually don't. Oh, right there. Yep. Each player getting a unique die. That's pretty cool, I would say. So everyone is.
I think I like some of these other ones maybe a little bit better, and I like the fact that they'd be unique. I think initially when I saw those, there were skulls, I wasn't sold on the look of them.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I don't remember. You're not typically. You don't roll the dice in this game, right?
No, I think you just manipulate them and upgrade them.
I'm kind of surprised then that they didn't do what Deep Shelf did, where that one has like a little arrow pointing to kind of the next number. Obviously, then you can't have a normal 6-sided die because the 3 and the 4 won't be next to each other. But if you're not rolling these, and you're not like doing a manipulation, I guess I don't know what the expansions allow you to do. But if you're not doing something like that, I feel like that would be perfect for a game like this, especially if they're making a deluxeified version. But
yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But I don't know. I just think that'd be kind of nice in a thing like this where you're not.
Yeah, it would be.
I don't believe you rolled them, but I haven't played any expansions.
Maybe just right away for like the AI characters, maybe I forget.
But it's not like that really.
Yeah.
Alters how the dice roll or anything, but
yeah. I do like I like wooden dice. I think that would.
I do.
I think that would work pretty well in this game for sure. 300 Facebook page likes for the challenges. Last player marker. Yeah, we always. Because usually I think it's after a round of turns, you're supposed to advance a marker, which progresses the game towards the end game, and we forget so many freaking times.
We do. Let us know also in the comments below what you do to remember to advance, because we're terrible at that.
You need to pay all that money just for the last player marker.
I think so. That's the only logical option.
Yeah, shipping $15,
$20 probably.
US. Yeah. Yep.
So
this is looking to be October, so 2024. Oh, that's a long ways off.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Way too soon, but then it's like 2024. Okay, that's way too far away for. I guess.
That's what I was kind of like. I had a little bit of interest, but then I don't know, it was a little bit too much, I thought. But I suppose I haven't looked at how much the expansions stuff are. I'm guessing once you would get all those, even if they're kind of cheaper, I don't know how many there are. If there's 3, it's either 2 or 3. If they're at least $20 a piece, which usually expansions are at least that much, if not more, then all of a sudden you're in at what's 50, 60, 70, $80.
Yeah.
And then you don't have a big box storage solution. I don't know how well it fits in the main
Yeah,
box. So,
that's true.
I mean, then you get that with this, and then your resources are upgraded. So, I think if you're in this, maybe just like us, maybe just the base game, and you really love it, this would probably be perfect.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I'm quite that level. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah, we
Don't know
definitely
if
have to
I'm
play it a
quite in the
little more.
love section yet.
If it does grow over time, might be kicking ourselves for not getting this, but
Mhm.
I think we're good for a good bit. I think we have
Mhm.
a lot of plays to actually to even remember to to move that tracker to even get that advanced. We've got a
Right.
few plays left.
All right.
But yeah, it looks really nice.
Mhm.
So surprised that that takes so long to deliver, since obviously
Yeah.
pretty they know what they're doing, this company, and they've released this game. But I guess it's not even like it's the same components; it's completely upgraded components, so it's not like
Yeah,
they
but
have it already.
I don't know because it feels like it should still be sooner than that because it's like if you had this idea, you probably were working. I mean, they're showing artwork, may
Yeah,
not be
that's true.
100% final, but I mean, they're showing that they're showing some of these things. So I think they at least they know what they're going to upgrade. Maybe
Yeah,
it takes that long to produce. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, maybe.
or maybe they're just giving themselves a buffer, and maybe it'll be
Yeah,
way sooner than that.
Christmas
But yeah,
surprise.
it is a little interesting. It does feel like quite a while, but
Yeah,
maybe there's some reason behind it. I don't know
yep.
because yeah, they've had the game out for what is it like a? It feels like it's one that's probably been like 2018, but maybe it
Yeah, I
hasn't been
would
that long.
say it's probably at least because it's a 2020
No,
awards,
so maybe it is.
2018 nominee.
No.
So
So
yeah,
it's probably
2018.
2017, 2018. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah. So um, I think yeah, if I was going to back one, probably be Forges of Ravenshire. I think it's just a little bit more than I'd probably want to pay, and it doesn't
yeah,
quite have the hook. I may look at it a little bit more and maybe change my
yeah,
mind, but
yeah.
I feel like it just doesn't quite have the it factor.
Yeah, it'd be between Forges and Weirdwood.
Okay.
Between those two, Forges definitely feels like the safer pick. This one feels like it could be something unique.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
those are our 5 projects.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below what projects you're backing, what you're looking at. I think we'll probably be back next week. It looks like there's several more that I'd like to talk about before. I think the following week is when a lot of those end. So,
Yep.
uh, yeah, I think we'll probably be back with some more. Take my money next week. So let us know though what you'd like to see. If you'd like to see us talk about any other ones, we'd be happy to do that. Assuming they don't end before then.
Yeah.
I guess we could still look at them, but they'll likely have a late pledge. I feel like a lot of these have
Yeah.
late pledges, and I feel
Yeah.
well, this one that we're looking at right here, Teotihuacan, if it's really open till October, or I mean, if it's really not going to deliver till October of 2024, my guess is they're going to have a late pledge. It's probably going to be open until like the end of 2023, I would guess,
Yeah.
but
I
maybe
would
not,
think so. Yep.
if not longer. But yeah, otherwise, check out our other videos. I don't know if we've got any content on Teotihuacan. We might have to get some out there.
Yeah, I think so. I don't
Let
think
us
we
know.
do.
Let us know below also if you want us to do some content on that. Get us to play that even more, and then maybe we'll do a playthrough. You can just see us as we don't move the time tracker up every turn, and you're like, "Wow, you just extended the game 5 turns." Uh,
Then we still complain that the game's too long.
right. But otherwise, we hope to see you on the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.